Hey Colin, Carlos here with 0 to 100 Marketing. Just shooting that video that we talked about earlier. Um, First off, I want to say great job with the site. Whoever did this, it's a beautiful looking site. Really, I like all the color schemes, trucks, logo, and the color scheme on the website all match. Looks really good. Beautiful website. But what's a beautiful website if it's not on the first page of Google, right? Because as we all know, I mean, when was the last time you went to the second page of Google for anything? Nobody ever does that. So I'm here to talk about what Google likes to see. So the first thing Google likes to see is content, the total word count on the page. Now, the average website on the first page of Google has anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 words, no more, no less. That's really what Google likes to see. I don't really know their reasoning behind that, but that's how many words they like to see. You guys have 920 words on your site, so that's a really, really good start. But we want to pump that up to the 1,500 to 2,000 word mark. Not only because that's what Google likes to see, and they're, for whatever reason, just like that number, but because most importantly, what it does is it gives us room to do what I think is the most important, which is insert buyer intent keywords into that content, right? Now, what do I mean by a buyer intent keyword? A keyword is just what you type into Google. So tree service Marietta, that's a keyword, and keywords can change frivolously. Like for example, tree service Marietta, Georgia may have more or less monthly searches than tree services Marietta, Georgia, or tree removal Marietta, Georgia, or tree service Marietta without the Georgia. And so you want to make sure to include as many keywords in there as you possibly can so that you pop up for the most searches possible. Um, so that's basically content and keywords in a nutshell. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is backlinks. So what a backlink is when a different website has a link to your website on theirs, right? So for example, if somebody wrote an article about the best tree companies in Georgia and they had a link to your site, that would be a backlink for you. One important thing to remember is that not all backlinks are created equal. So that article being written about best tree companies in Atlanta, that's a really good one because that has to do with your topic or with your service. It's so basically it's on topic, which makes it authoritative. That's the word that they use. Um, what wouldn't be authoritative is if, for example, Pizza Hut had a link to your website on theirs, because Google's not going to care about that since you guys don't sell pizzas. You guys are a tree service. It's not on topic. It's not authoritative. It's not going to help you out in your rankings at all. So that's important to remember when it comes to backlinks. Now, I use this tool to look at backlinks. It's called Moz. It costs like $200 a month, but you guys can do the 30-day free trial if you want to check any of this out on your own. So here's Southeast Tree, and this is what you guys are working with. You got 129 linking domains for a total of 948 links. So that means 948 links from 129 different websites. That's actually a very, very good start for you guys. When I Google tree service in Marietta, you guys are on the second page. Southeast Tree right here ranked 12th. So you're really not that far from being on the first page. You only got to go up. Well, those are ads, so those don't count. You only got to go up two more spots. Like you go up one more spot and you're at the top of the second page, two more spots and you're on that first page, which makes a huge difference. So back to Moz, 948, 129, that's really good. And then your competitor, let's see, the first guy on the first page of Google is, let's go to the first, okay, cool. The first people that come up, this number one spot is these guys. So let's type them in here, and what are they working with? 388 and 4.4 thousand. So that's why they're beating you there. The backlinks are a very important aspect of it. And I know this 4.4 thousand looks really big, intimidating, and scary, and you might think, how am I going to compete with that? While it matters, but it's not as important as linking domains. That's really what you want to look at. So how would I go about, if I was in your shoes, how would I go about getting that number one spot, beating these guys? So I would go into their linking domains. I would do this for the top 3 competitors, by the way. I would go into their linking domains and just check out exactly which websites are giving them backlinks. And I would go and click each one of these sites. For example, let's try that one, right? I would click each one of these sites and see what I can do to get my website on their site, right? See how I can get a backlink from them. And I would just do that one by one for all 388 of those websites. Um, and I would do that for the top 3 competitors. But you don't want to just have the same amount from the same people as your competitors, right? You want to blow them out of the water. So you're going to have to do a little bit of research on your own and find out what other places you can get backlinks from, and just get as many as possible. If this guy has 388, well, you probably want like 700, right? So just make sure you take that #1 spot and you keep it. So that's backlinks in a nutshell. And the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is citations, right? So what's a citation? A citation is basically when let's take these people, their company name, right? Their address and their phone number, exactly how it appears right here on Google, spread throughout the web in directories, right? So a directory is any place that allows you to put your company information, name, address, phone number, on their website. Examples of this would be like Yelp, Angie's List, Yellow Pages, stuff like that, right? The more directories that you get citations from, the higher you're going to rank in this map section. And I think this is one of the most important sections of the Google search, because when I look for, let's say I'm looking for tree service, right? I'm going to type in tree service Marietta. I'm not looking at any of these ads. I'm skipping past all these ads. A lot of people work that way. Some people do look at the ads, but I personally don't. Um, and I'm going straight here to this map pack. I'm not looking at any of these, and I'm not looking at any of those. I'm going for the map pack all the way. Oftentimes, there's different times where I want to look at the organic search result too. That's also very important. But I think this is really what most people look at. So getting those citations and getting on that map pack is pretty important. You want to be one of these top 3 companies. So yeah, that's basically all I got for you. Basically, to summarize, you want to get that word count up between 1,500 and 2,000 words so you can insert your buyer intent keywords into that content. You want to get as many backlinks as possible. So check out where these backlinks are coming from. Go one by one and try to get all those backlinks and get some original ones too. And you want to get as many citations as you can so that you can show up on one of these top 3 companies on the map pack. If you do all 3 of those things, you're definitely going to blow your competition out of the water, and the money will start pouring in. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it informative. And if you want to discuss more about it, feel free to contact me. You can always reach me by phone at 562-999-7844 or at Carlos at 0-100marketing.com. Thanks again, and have a great day.